on to the youth now. I think they're ready in our Durban studios, and we'll continue to discuss President Cyril Ramaphosa's 2019 State of the Nation address that was delivered last night in Parliament in Cape Town. Our conversation shifts to how some younger people judge it. From Durban, in studio, I know that we have one guest. We're meant to have two, so I just want to see which guest we actually do have there. I think it's Amanda that we have got. Yes, indeed it is. It's Amanda, who is Amanda, please talk to us. I'm a little confused. It's Amanda Masondo Mkhize, the chairperson of the Consulting Engineers SA Youth Professionals Forum. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me, Leah.
Okay, so let's get into it. As a young professional, what did you make of our president's State of the Nation last night?
I was pleased with his speech. I feel a number of key issues were addressed in his speech, and they're certainly very inspirational for us as young people. So as CISA YPF, we are in full support of President Cyril Ramaphosa's 2019 State of the Nation address. His message is so closely aligned with the CISA theme for 2019, which is reshaping our future together. So focusing on what is right by providing support to government, which includes capacity building, skills development, compliance, and good governance. As a young professional in the engineering sector, though, I do feel that the president could have embraced engineers much more and mentioned them alongside infrastructure. So in other words, focusing on delivery of basic service delivery and infrastructure.
Okay. In this economy that we find ourselves in, and it is a struggling economy, how does it affect a young professional like you? One of the big things that we hear is that professionals struggle to get jobs. What else is it? Is that the primary concern, or is there more to it?
Yes, definitely. A struggling economy equates to the lack of job opportunities. And in our industry particularly, it's the shortage of mentors or suitable mentors that all our mentors are currently leaving the industry or exiting the country. So we need more work opportunities to be created for companies that will allow for the recruitment of young people. And also, at the President's Youth Employment Service Program is, I think, a step in the right direction. So, and he also touched on the Early Childhood Development Program for kids before they even enter grade 1, which I think, coupled with the increasing of access to higher education, this is definitely vital for the future of our country and the success of our economy.
Yeah. This new dawn that our president speaks about, is it filtering down to the youth? I mean, can you feel the so-called new dawn or not yet?
Well, the new dawn is a long-term plan. So we need to be realistic that things are not going to happen immediately and that things are not going to change overnight. So in the engineering industry in which I work in and at CISA, we've been appealing to government to let us help in assisting to address the lack of technical competence in the government departments. So CISA advocates strongly for doing work on a fair value basis, so like value for money, resilience, sustainability. All these initiatives work towards capacitating infrastructure in approximately all government institutions so that we ensure that technical skills are used in decision-making relating to infrastructure and development. The development of infrastructure is the backbone of our economic growth, and we need to focus on providing value-for-money infrastructure that is built to stand the test of time.
Yeah. If I have to ask you, and I know that you are a professional, but you're a young professional that's obviously been in the industry now. I'm not sure if you're working in the industry, you have your qualification, but I'm sure you've been watching with great interest what's been happening at universities around the country, and it's been a very difficult start to the educational year. What are you making of what's going on at universities and free higher education and those issues?
Our students are in dire straits, and really we should try to find solutions, and I think that universities and governments should meet our students halfway. I don't believe that protesting and burning our structures is a solution. So we need to find an amicable way. We need to sit down with the relevant bodies, and we need to engage in dialogue as to how do we move forward in providing the free education that was promised, and also to meet the demands and needs of the students at universities.
All right. I suppose we do look at that, and we ask you, as the voice of the youth, the State of the Nation last night, what points did you feel that the President really resonated with you, and those that you felt he could have improved on and done better for you?
So one of the things that stood out for me was that the President said that we all need to take accountability by doing what is right. So speaking out on corruption and pushing and emphasizing on ethical behavior, we need to reshape a new social norm, and not one that is tarnished or marred by greed and material benefits, but one that seeks to achieve an equitable society for all. So the President said, when we succeed, the entire nation will benefit. So in having said that, I also encourage all young people to exercise their right to vote on the 8th of May, because by casting their vote, they're also showing that they are playing a part in society.
All right, thank you for talking to us and for being with us here on the program this morning. That was Amanda Masondo Mkhize, the chairperson of the Consulting Engineers SA Youth Professionals Forum, the YPF, talking to us about some of the issues affecting young professionals going forward. I know we were meant to also be joined by